Back in the caddy. 2016 CTSV in white. Seems to have all the options. A lot of options I wouldn't have bothered with, but that's another story. These Recaro seats aren't as uncomfortable as the previous generation, but they don't have massage and they don't cool, but or heat. The question is, and remains, why am I back in a caddy? Why am I back in GM? Well, back in 14, when I was invited to drive Audi and Benz and Beamer, when I drove the Benz, that was it. I was just absolutely enthralled with it. And I wanted one. All of a sudden, I looked at my caddy, or maybe looked down at it, and was like, I don't care about the speed, I want this. And then I learned they have a fast version of their cars, and I said, alright, well, I'll get one of those. So lo and behold, a year before the lease was up, I took the hit, as usual, and I cashed in. Oh, thanks a lot. Look at this. Come on, go on. I cashed in the caddy. Leave that open. And I got the E63. Long story short, E63 has issues, or I thought were issues, but they weren't. And I got rid of the E63 for the E550. Again, taking a hit, a big hit. That one was a big hit, so that's 2 hits in 2014. Absolutely unnecessary. Just me being just stupid. You know, really, just being stupid. Now, had I kept my caddy from then, I would still be in this car now. I would have waited until this one came out, and then I would have got this one in probably last August, because my lease was up in 15 for the caddy. It was up in 15. I believe it was 15, yeah. And so I'd still be right where I am now. But I wouldn't be, let's say, almost 40 grand in the hole, you know? You live and learn. And my older buddy, who used to guide me with a lot of these things and give me advice, is no longer here, so I'm kind of flying solo. Definitely flying solo. And of course, I don't listen to reason because I'm an idiot. But anyway, here we are back again. Now, I imagine if everything went fine with the E63, and they were able to tell me, no, this is how it runs, this is how it is, no big deal, don't worry about it, I'd still be in that. And I'd be only paying a certain amount of money, less than what I'm paying now. And by, well, yeah, I'd be ready to get rid of that by now. And get something else. Which I don't know what I'd get, but, well, I do know what I'd get, but. So, impatience is definitely not a virtue. Try not to be impatient, you know? Try not to be in a rush with things if you can. Take a minute, take a few minutes, take 5, take 20, take all the minutes you need to regroup and reassess your position and the position you will be in or want to remain in. I'm happy to be back in the caddy, actually. I never should have left it. For one fleeting, it's like a one-night stand. You have a one-night stand. Well, no, not even that. You meet the girl. She's really great. You have fun with her, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, you leave home for a minute. The next day, you can't stand it. And I can't say I couldn't stand the Benz at all. There was something of service department, even the corporation itself, I didn't feel too easy with it. There was something bothering me. I didn't quite trust him, especially after 3 incidents at the service part. where they wanted money when they weren't supposed to get any. And if I wasn't paying attention, I would have been out that money. Again, see, sometimes I feel like I'm on top of things. So I didn't feel right about that. They was going to try nickel dime. And then you pay for that maintenance money up front. The maintenance package, that's only for the first service. After that, you got to pay. Once you get to that 10,000 miles, that service covers that. And that's like $1,500 bucks, almost $2,000. After that, you got to pay. So the next service, you got to pay. And of course, everything else is Mercedes-Benz money, which is okay because the brake, the stuff you're getting is quality. It's not like you're not getting your money's worth. But it just goes back to what I've learned. One of the things I learned: do not buy a German-made automobile brand new, unless you're rich like that. If you're rich like that, don't give a hoot, bad. But if you're on a budget, if you have limited resources or whatever, but you still want a nice car, buy it secondhand. It's got to be at least 3 years old, because that way the depreciation has already been paid, and you can buy the car pretty much for what it's worth. No extra money's involved. When you first buy a brand new, you have to pay the depreciation. That's some fancy term for we're going to charge you a lot per month, and you're going to have to pay it. So if you're going to buy it 3 years old. The car is still brand new. Those 3 years don't do nothing to that car. Now when I get to the end of this lease, because this car is a lease, these people are nice enough to get me out of that financing into a lease. And so in 4 years, I can check that in with no problem. I could have kept the E550 for 4 years with no problem too, but it's not a CTSV. It just isn't. Enough said with that. It's not a CTSV. Is this poor kid going to bring that food into the dog park? That happens all the time. Well, anyway, folks, you got my 2 cents. If I can help you, great. I hope I can. I hope I can find some videos out there that can help me in my future endeavors, whatever they may be. Okay, be safe.